So today I've driven to Epsom train station to take the train into the city, which I believe only cost me about $11 for the day, instead of like $50 or $60 in diesel and fuel. Well, I've got an appointment at Peter Mac in the city at 1:30 to speak to the surgeon. It's a surgeon that's going to do the keyhole biopsy. So I've had to wait a week or so to see him. So I guess the only thing I can sort of say honestly is that I'm not too concerned, but I'm getting a bit, it's on my mind that it's taking a bit of time to get diagnosed. I just remember the first time when I was told I had diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, that within a week of being diagnosed, or within 2 weeks of being diagnosed, I was actually started my chemo treatment. Whereas now, because it looks like it's T-cell lymphoma, it's a bit harder to diagnose from what I've researched online. So it takes a bit more time. Some DNA testing's involved, some genome testing is involved, so it just takes time. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that originally the B-cell lymphoma I had in 2020 was aggressive, and I'm just a bit worried that if the T-cell lymphoma is also aggressive, and it may or may not be more difficult to treat, that the longer it takes to diagnose, and just being mindful of that, that's all, that the longer it takes to be diagnosed, the longer it takes to start treatment, and will that affect my outcome, my prognosis? But anyway, I'm going to the city by train, so I'll try and be productive with the 2 hours. I brought some camera equipment with me to take some photos around the city or some time lapses, and then we'll just see how we go from there. Here I am again at Epsom train station early in the morning, heading back into the city to go to Peter Mac. Basically, it's just to get an ECG done, which I'm travelling to Melbourne to get done because then I don't have to pay for the test. Because I was told if I go anywhere else, it'll cost me $120. And also I figured that if I did it at Peter Mac, I'd get the results a lot quicker. Basically, to give you a bit of context, yesterday on the 19th, I spoke to the surgeon about the procedure. It turns out that it's not going to be as straightforward as I expected, mainly because of all my previous operations and that I've had over the years because of the scar tissue. But basically, they've got 4 points that they want to try and access with the keyhole surgery. But because I've got scar tissue going straight down the middle along my belly button, middle of my abdomen, they might not be able to get through to the lymph nodes that they want to take out because the scar tissue or the adhesions might be too thick to cut through. So there's 4 points that they want to try, but because I've got scars all over my stomach from multiple abdominal surgeries over the years, if it's too difficult for the surgeon to get through the adhesions, they're just going to cut me open and get access to the lymph nodes that way. And what that means is that with a keyhole surgery, it would just be an overnight stay. But if they open me up, then it'll be a 5-day stay in hospital. And then I wouldn't be able to get treated for my cancer until I've healed after that. But as it is, I've also got to have an appointment for the anaesthetist. So once that happens, I'm not sure when that will be, probably in another week. Then after that, they'll actually book me in for the surgery, which could take up to 6 weeks, which is why I thought I'll go straight in the next day to Melbourne, to Peter Mac itself, do the ECG today, so that then with the blood test I did yesterday, they can organise the booking or the appointment with the anaesthetist, and then they can book my surgery soon after. So hopefully I don't have to wait too long. So I'm just doing all of this to try and speed up the process. Because if I go to a normal pathology, it could take me a week to send the results. I don't know. It'll cost me a bit of money. So yeah, so it's a lot different to the first time, that within 2 weeks of the biopsy in 2020, I was starting 8 months of chemo, whereas this time it's totally different. The lymph nodes were found, or the PET scan was done in January. It's now February the 20th, and I was told that possibly it'll be sometime after March 6th that I might have the surgery, if not before. But yeah, it's a totally different ball game now. Different cancer, because apparently it's most likely T-cell lymphoma now. So a different type of treatment plan, different way of diagnosing it too, to get the exact type. And yeah, so I guess I'm a bit more anxious this time because I haven't even started treatment yet, because I'm just a bit concerned that the longer I wait, I don't know how far the cancer's progressed. I know it's stage 4 already, but if it turns out to be an aggressive cancer, then I kind of feel that the longer it takes for me to start treatment, the less likelihood I have of recovering. But anyway, we'll see how we go.